Welcome back to Guild Wars 2 Airthin coverage. We are,
Pardon me.
this place looks pretty,
I'd like to talk
very
to you.
pretty. Anyway, let's go talk to the warden. It's what we're supposed to do.
Welcome to Astoria. As you journey forth into the unknown, know that you are not alone. Seek guidance from those who make their homes here, and help them in their time of need. The path ahead is yours to choose.
Now you see all the markers over there. The hearts are quests. The diamond things are waypoints. The squares are points of interest. I don't quite remember what the other one was. But the last one, the double triangles, excuse me, are vistas. And I actually have no idea how to utilize those. We're gonna go look at a point of interest. Or two. There's two real close by. It kind of shows off how pretty this game really is. There's a warrior trainer. But there's less point in this in Guild Wars than other MMOs to visiting a trainer, because your skills are based on your weapons and the weapons you have equipped. As you can see, 4 and 5, since I equipped the Warhorn last episode, now have skills in them. That's because it's an offhand skill, 4 and 5 are, unless you are using a two-handed weapon. Now, I overshot, of course, the point of interest. But as you see, we got some experience. And that is exactly what we need. We are now level 2. Which does not mean a whole lot, actually. Skills scale with your level, as far as I know. So, we're just going to go over here to this other point of interest to get a little bit more experience, and then we'll move on. Another interesting little place, little tiny island. The Sylvari are probably one of the more interesting races, being plants themselves. Now, over here we have a repair shop, which is all just repair. I'm going to do a little bit of selling. I got some vendor junk, so we're going to get rid of those. But she'll repair your armor if it breaks. I also have these bags, which contain crafting materials. As far as I can tell, they are random. But we're going to move on towards, well, a dynamic event that is currently not active on this server. This is the overflow server, as you can tell. But we're going to be transferring over to the main server, where it is currently running. So we gotta kill some fireflies. Do I know why? No. Am I just gonna murder some fireflies? Yes. And yes, these things are higher level. Their level has been scaled to the number of people around, which is currently level 4. So I'm gonna kill some more things, yes. The game does definitely want to let me know that. So, helping out some people really helps compensate for the fact I'm only level 2. I think I'm going to do some handing in of what I've already gotten, which isn't much. But the more that gets handed in, the more the bar raises. So you have to count on other people handing in a lot. And there is a lot of fireflies. As you can see, my current contribution is 20 now. That was a very handy little edit. We're very close to the end of this event, which is literally just slaughtering as many fireflies as you can. This guy's gonna be the last one. As you can see, my other two skills have unlocked. They're not as useful as I would hope. They're more useful in a group setting than anything else.
Fantastic. I have enough luminescence to make the town beautiful, though I can always use more.
And now we have about a minute to hand in all the luminescence we have. This is after the limit has been reached, so just hand in as much as you can and stand around and wait for it to expire. As you can see, there are actually about 10 of us. And yes, I was all over that place. Just looking around on the map, seeing what I can do. It's about to expire. Those people are not going to make it. Like I said, there were about 10 of us overall in that event. It worked pretty well.
All satisfying and all set. It's time to get these lamps lit.
There we go. Now I'm going to move on here to try and do another quest. But I'll be pulled back to the next step in the dynamic event after not getting very far. As you can see, I have to kill these undead, which is not bad. It spawned 2 of them, but being a heavy melee class, it's not gonna be too much of a problem. They really aren't. And I've now learned that last skill for the Warhorn. So there's really no point in having the Warhorn in my offhand, other than the fact I may like the ability, which is a nice buff. As you can see, the dynamic event, however, has started, and I'll notice it on my mini-map, and I want to go participate. I will be swapping out weapons. I picked up a greatsword sometime in there, in the Firefly event, so I'll be switching to that. And I will actually be hit pretty bad. These guys hurt a lot. These little mosquitoes. You wouldn't think a mosquito could nearly kill someone, but they did. Fortunately, other people came along. And this is another kill-all event. This is something that in other MMOs would be quite literally a quest that you would get from someone. As you can see, I'm now using the greatsword, and I've already unlocked... Oh no, I'm not using the greatsword. Pardon me, I know I switched to it at some point in time. I might get it after in one of these. But as you can see, my health is getting very, very low. But my healing skill is not that great. It's not up and running. That's when you can dodge out of combat. Actually, the best thing to do is to just dodge, period. That will just assist you in not taking damage, which is the point. Anyway, we've now done that. That dynamic event is gone. I don't know if that was the end of a dynamic event chain. I think it was. Kill some mosquitoes just to do so. Let's see what we have. Well, there's that greatsword I was talking about earlier. I'm gonna use it. Can't use the coat. Some gloves that are slightly better. Some shoes. Hammer or the sword? Let's go with the sword. Now, because it does not have an offhand, as you can see, it's got 5 skills. Whereas the Warhorn I had was skills 4 and 5, this just has 5 skills. Anyway, we are now back to killing some undead. This guy is apparently AFK, and so I'm gonna murder this undead for him. Notice I haven't gotten a lot of EXP, but I've gotten enough. I like the fact that the user interface gives you an idea of how many to kill, but does not blatantly tell you, okay, 5 undead. And if you notice, I'm helping this guy, and it's counting overall towards my goal as well. As well as his own, I'm willing to bet. I picked up a trident there, which is not something I can use. Which is quite unfortunate. I would love to use a trident. He's now killing some worms. It does not, as far as I know, count steal his EXP. We both get the EXP as far as I know. I could be horribly wrong. We'll see if we can't figure that out. Oh, there's some more undead. I unlocked a new skill, as you saw, and we're well on our way to doing more. Unlocking weapon skills gives you quite a bit of flexibility in this game. Much like the original game, there's only some limitations, not a lot of weapon limitations. And those limitations are very few and far between. And it gives you quite a lot of flexibility. And now I've gotten a piece of mail. This would be from the Wardens. That would be the quest I just completed. The Wardens just sent me mail. And I've also gained some renown, which is great, because up ahead there's a renown vendor, which I will look at and see that there's really not anything I want from them. Just gonna spoil it now. I see some people fighting the Wardens. I didn't think we were supposed to do that. This is the vendor, by the way.
We fight against nightmares here.
I'm at your service.
Excuse me.
As you can see, he's got a mace and something else. I did some selling. There really wasn't much else. What am I supposed to do? Well, as you can see there, the next quest marker is that green one. That is a storyline quest, rather than just helping out people, which are the hearts. As you can see, I've completed that quest, and the teleport stone is right next to it, so that's 2 waypoints I've unlocked. I'm looking around, seeing what other quests we can do, when I notice that's the one I'm supposed to do, and it's way down there. So how am I gonna get down there? Well, we could walk, or I'm also looking around, seeing what else is around, and there really isn't much else. This is an armor smith who really didn't have anything useful. So I'm gonna walk for a ways, look at my stats, look at my abilities now that they've changed. Now, warriors build up adrenaline as they deal damage. I don't know if you noticed that, but that's my F1 ability, is to use my adrenaline. And apparently there are 3 levels of it. I normally don't let it go too high, because it just takes a while to build. But we'll be transitioning to the Glade, and that's what we'll see you next time as we continue the main story of Erethen in the Glade. This is Stompin' Llama, signing out.